Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm here at the 2021 Miami International Auto Show. I'm standing in the Lexus exhibit. I'm standing by the all-new 2022 IS500 with the F Sport package. As you guys can see here, my model is painted in this red exterior color. It looks really good with the gloss black trim here. But let's talk about the headlights here. Very sleek headlights here. This also has Lexus triple beam LED headlights with an LED turn signal, also with an LED daytime run light, which is the sharp L here. Of course, you guys know with Lexus, everything that they do is basically has L's in it, which looks really nice here. There's this area here. It looks to be functional, I think, to put an air curtain over the tires and wheels. There's also front parking sensors. I love the intricate L's here to give this grille like this mesh-like finish. There's also the Lexus emblem front and center with this front-facing camera. It looks really nice here with the red exterior paint. And the intakes down here, like I mentioned, some of them are going to be functional and some of them not, because my model does have that fire-breathing V8 underneath the hood. Some of the other competitors in this segment no longer offer that V8 option anymore. And this one also has rear-wheel drive here. The wheelbase here for the Lexus IS500 is at 110.2 inches with an overall length of 187.3 inches here. We'll talk about the interior in a few moments, but looking here at these tires, I love the multi-spoke design here. It looks really nice here with the red exterior paint, also with the gloss black trim here. But making our way to the rear here, the IS500 here, looking at these taillights here, like I mentioned, Lexus, they incorporate L's in their design language here. As you guys can see, very sharp L here for the actual brake light, and it wraps around the whole trunk lid here. There's also LED turn signal with LED brake lights and reverse lights. Looking down here, Lexus also has quad tip exhausts. They're actually stacked on top of each other, which is a really nice design cue here. There's also rear parking sensors. Of course, there is a backup camera there with the Lexus emblem here on the actual trunk lid, and there's this integrated rear spoiler here. I wish Lexus would have made it just a little bit more bigger, but it looks really nice here with the gloss black finish. There's the IS500 badge here. And to open up the cargo here, this does have a manual opening trunk, and once it opens up, it reveals 12.5 cubic feet of space, and you can fold the seats down to do a 60-40 split. And underneath here, Lexus does give you a temporary spare tire instead of a fix-a-fat kit. But let's hop into the interior of the IS500. So getting into the interior of the IS500 here, this looks like any other IS model in Lexus lineup. As you guys can see here, let me reach over here to shut the door so that chime can stop going off. As you guys can see, the materials here are going to be a really nice material. There's also paddle shifters. This does have an 8-speed automatic transmission. There's 2 cup holders here, and there's this horrible Lexus trackpad here. So hopefully Lexus, when they redesign this car for the near future, keep in mind this is a refresh, not a redesign. Hopefully Lexus will get rid of this trackpad here, because in the new NX350, they basically changed up the whole interior and also the exterior styling. This is a 10.25 inch display. Of course, I don't have the key, so I cannot turn electronics on. Oh, let's see if it does it. As you guys can see, you're greeted by the Lexus emblem there on the actual screen. Like I mentioned, this is a 10.25 inch display. There's this analog clock here. There's the air vents here. There's some physical hard buttons, which I think is a nice touch. Some other competitors offer like touch sensitive buttons. I'm not a big fan of that. I think you should just basically keep it with the hard buttons. But there is steering-level heated and cooled seats here with the heated steering wheel function. And some of you guys said in my other reviews, why is the knobs missing? So basically Lexus, they removed the knobs and Toyota and whatnot because they don't want people to come steal them and add it to their car. So that's why they removed the knobs and whatnot. But looking here at the glove compartment, it does offer a 2-tier storage in there. It's also lined with felt. The materials on the dash, gonna be a nice leather material with really nice stitching. I'm surprised that Lexus didn't put a rear view camera mirror here. I think that would have been a nice tech feature there. The lights in here are gonna be LED, and they're touch sensitive, so you can just basically apply a little bit of pressure and the lights will turn on and off. Open up this, it does reveal a shallow amount of storage. There's also 2 USB ports with a 12-volt. The seats in here, they're supportive, they're comfortable. I love the 2-tone combination with the black inserts here, also with the white seats. It reminds me of a Tesla. I think no other competitor offers white seats besides Lexus. If you guys know if that's true or not, let me know in the comment section down below. But overall, I'm very impressed with this cabin, but it still looks like a normal IS interior. But let's hop into the back seat of the IS. So getting to the back seat here of the Lexus IS500 here, as you guys can see, Lexus, they did continue the white theme into the actual back seat. Some other competitors, they will cheap out and just have the interior looking in the front really nice, but not the back seat. But Lexus, they actually basically carry it over to the back here, but shutting the door here, the materials are going to be carried over as well. Nice soft touch material. There's rear air vents back here. There's also 2 mount pockets back here. And like I mentioned, this is rear wheel drive because there's this large hump here, and it does intrude into the actual middle passenger seating. So I would sit someone here that I don't like. So, you know, they could basically suffer through the long road trip. And there is no standard size sunroof or panoramic sunroof here on the IS500. But there is LED lights, which is very bright, of course. So if you guys are looking for something at nighttime, This basically will light up the whole area back here. There's more of that nice white leather carried on the actual door panel here, but putting this armrest down here, it does reveal, if I could get it, it does reveal 2 cup holders here, which is over-engineered, which I think is a nice touch. And there's no pass-through to put anything in the actual cargo area, but you can fold the seats down to do a 60-40 split. And Lexus says you have around 32.2 inches of legroom back here in the back seat, the IS500. And me personally, I'm only 5'8", and I'm sitting back here in comfort. So if you guys are looking for a little bit more legroom space, I will look at larger vehicles in Lexus lineup. Let's talk about the powertrain specs here for the IS500. Open up the hood here. This has Lexus 5-liter V8. This is the only competitor in this segment to still offer a fire-breathing V8. Some of the other competitors have went with turbocharged engine, but Lexus kept it really simple here, and they basically just slapped a V8 underneath the hood here of the IS500. This makes 472 horsepower and 395 pound-feet of torque. It is paired with an 8-speed automatic torque converter, and Lexus said this does come standard with rear-wheel drive. I think you can get all-wheel drive as an additional option if you guys really want that feature. And fuel economy, Lexus says this does have a combined rating of 24 mpg. So if you guys are looking for something more fuel efficient, I would just recommend just going for something different compared to this V8, because this V8 is going to be a little bit thirsty. I don't have the city or highway numbers as of this filming. I do have the combined rating, which Lexus says, like I mentioned, is 24 miles per gallon. And Lexus says 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. Let's talk about pricing here for the 2022 IS500 with the F Sport package here. This one starts at $56,500. I don't have the final numbers here, so I think this car could top around $60,000+. If you guys have enjoyed this review here, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Drive1Reviews and hit that subscribe button, and I see you all in the next review.